You're diagnosed with cancer, your first thought is, am I going to die? And then some patients worry about something else. At a time when they need their health benefits and income the most, some patients are losing their jobs during treatment. This happened to a local woman, and she contacted CBS 6 News, desperate for help.
You know, I'm blaming myself for what did I do wrong? Why is it that, this is happening to me?
Connie Robinson should have been on top of the world. She'd beaten breast cancer not once, but twice.
Please tell me, what did I do wrong? And then that way I can reassure you that it will never happen again.
Instead, she felt like a failure.
I'm almost begging for my job.
Robinson called it her dream job, but it was given to someone else. This is how she spends most of her days now, staring out her front door, depressed and helpless. She remembers when things were different.
I love helping people.
That's one of the reasons why she was thrilled about her promotion in 2008 to employment specialist for a local organization.
I loved working there.
Work was great, but not her health.
This is Carolyn, my sister who passed.
In October 2009, Robinson, who has a strong family history of cancer,
Very close family.
felt a lump. She was worried about more than her diagnosis.
I don't know why, but I was really concerned about my job. I was worried I was going to lose my job.
Her treatment was successful, but Robinson's fear was realized when she was fired from the organization in 2009. She received this severance letter during her final week of chemotherapy.
I worked even when I was sick, and it's like it didn't matter. You don't matter.
The severance letter states Robinson's FMLA had run out. FMLA is the Family Medical Leave Act. The 1993 federal law requires employees to provide employees job-protected and unpaid leave for qualified medical and family reasons, including personal or family illness. Robinson's letter states she was allowed 12 calendar weeks of unpaid leave in a rolling 12-month period. December 14, 2009, she exhausted all available leave granted under the FMLA.
The laws give minimal protection.
Employment attorney Harris Butler says patients have some protection under the FMLA and the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, but not enough.
If the employer wants to let you go, then there's not a whole lot that you can do about it.
Both laws allow you to appeal a firing. Under FMLA, if you feel you've been discriminated against because of your illness, you have 300 days or 10 months to appeal. ADA gives you only 180 days, starting from the day you begin to experience problems at work.
Treatment.
Butler admits it can be difficult to start the process while you're fighting for your life like Connie was. Robinson missed her window of opportunity. Despite letting her go, she says her previous employer encouraged her to apply to the nonprofit where they received a grant to fund her position. 3 months later, the nonprofit hired her. She was back on her feet.
I really know how it feels to get up in the morning and be happy to go to work.
But in a cruel twist of fate, in May 2010, Connie felt another lump. She had to undergo surgery and chemo.
Yes.
By the fall of 2010, Robinson was cancer-free and ready to come back to work at the nonprofit, but she was told she'd been replaced.
I was blaming myself. What if I hadn't taken the chemo?
Robinson's job at the nonprofit was a temporary position, and attorney Butler says temp workers have even less legal protection. He says FMLA is set up for full-time employees.
It's case over case, of patients telling me my work is not good, and if I miss a day, they're going to fire me.
Dr. Susan Schaefer is Connie's oncologist.
I'm like, do they know you have cancer?
Dr. Schaefer says job insecurity is an issue for many of her patients like Connie. She says it does affect their care.
They tell me, well, I'm not coming, Dr. Schaefer, because I can't pay my bills. And I'm like, oh my gosh, come, just come and see us, and we will figure out how to worry about that part of it.
Dr. Schaefer says she's written letters to employers to try and help.
Given the new patients, I think.
And because Bon Secours is a charity hospital, it'll work with patients who are struggling to pay for treatment. Cancer-free and with her treatment days behind her, Robinson is still looking for another job. She wants cancer patients to remember they're what's most important.
Don't give up. Go through your treatment. Fight the cancer. And then fight for your life.
I talked to Delegate Jennifer McClellan, who says not much help is available at the state level. She says Virginia law lets federal law govern in this area.